What's good, YouTube? We're reacting to I Met Asake. He's very stubborn. Well, that's the title, but it's really just the Asake interview. Anyways.
Giron is a Yoruba slang, which means stubborn, but it could also mean someone who moves differently and finds their own path.
Okay. I always wondered what that meant.
All over the world, 2020 was a very strange year. The pandemic hit and a lot of people struggled to adjust into a new way of life. While businesses were crashing, the music industry was booming. Artists like Omale, Thames, and so on broke out during this period. In that same year, Asake released a song called Mr. Money, which gradually gained popularity. But after that one hit song in 2020, Asake seemed to have disappeared.
Me, I not the cap. Me, I not the farm. My energy is high. What the
2020, yeah, it was serious now. It was serious now.
2020 was a very serious year. I can't lie. Like that was peak COVID. 2020 was kind of crazy, bro. 2020 started out kind of okay. You understand what I'm saying? Like at the beginning of 2020, I didn't think they were gonna do a shutdown, bro. I didn't think so at all. Until around April is when like shit really shut down, and then like towards like November throughout the summer is really like it was really closed, bro. There was no bread outside, bro. And in New York we had the stimmies. I can't lie, New York had stimmies, bro. Yo, that New York, oh my god. Yo, we gonna talk about the fucking stimmies. We gonna talk about the stimmy, bro. The stimmy was clutch, bro. You know what? I take it back, bro. 2020 was lit, bro. That COVID shit. COVID was what it meant to be American, bro. Where you could just sit on your ass and niggas just give you a check every day. COVID was sweet, bro. I'm not gonna lie, COVID was sweet. But anyways, I'm yapping, bro. Bring this shit on.
Ọlọ́run fi nǹkan tọ́yàn lẹ́nu wò kó wá yọ òun nìkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ní 2020. Time yẹn èmi mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run build mi. Èmi respect Ọlọ́run wá fún mi ní me I know the cap, me I know the form. Kò wá fún mi mọ́.
Asake is back in Nigeria for the first time since he moved to LA about 3 years ago, and I've been asked to spend the next few days with him.
I didn't know Asake was living in LA. That's crazy. I had no idea he was living in LA.
Kó tó di pé mo travel.
Before I traveled, I'd always liked LA. I used to joke within my friends group all the time that I'll soon run away from Nigeria to run to California. So I didn't overthink it when I got there. I'm just like, bro, I'll be here. So he been always wanted to like go and visit, like get out and go to like the US or America or somewhere.
How many cars do you have?
Right now in Lagos, I have like 5.
Oh, you're not even living in Lagos.
I've been now. Start money now. Double M, Shibai.
How do you like money so much?
Because mo like freedom. Not like for me gbogbo nǹkan tí mo wà nílé ayé you get, but at least ó solve 80% of nǹkan tí mo ní láti solve. So 20 yẹn máa face it, but life no balance.
Because life is not balanced. He basically, bro, that's crazy. That's a fact though. You need money. There's nothing you don't need money for, bro. There's nothing you don't need money for. Everything in life is physical. When it comes to physical, money is the only thing that can turn the physical time faster. You understand what I'm saying? You can't pay for time, but if you have money, you can pay for the thing that will save you time. You understand? It's maths, bro. It's maths. That's why you have to count the numbers.
I remember he came down and he was full Balenciaga, head to toe, glasses on, and he was quiet and he didn't say too much, but like was very kind.
Hey, Mr. Money. Yeah, as people can see, that's uncle, bro. You can't lie. That's sweet life uncle energy, bro. Yo, come on. Swag and steez, man. And you went bald too, just eyes. Come on. Yo, come on. They're not running up the interview though. This is like a documentary or what?
Ilela Bosimioko is a Yoruba proverb that means home is a place of refuge. Through a person's journey and hustle through life, the Yoruba people believe that you must return home to find true peace, comfort, and rest.
That's an interesting belief. That's a very interesting belief.
Holiday.
Who can carry a child like that? No one. No one can carry a child like as the owner of a child. I used to tie clothes around my waist. I used to tie cloth around my waist and say you must be successful. I have parent accommodation for children, but they didn't joke about their children.
So,
I'm butchering the reading of this, bro. They're putting it too fast. My bad. They didn't really give me a chance to be with a lot of friends.
Ashake's parents may not have been the wealthiest of people, but their mentality was not poor. They knew the importance of protecting their child from the environment he was exposed to. However, this was one stubborn child, so he was going to find his way no matter how hard they tried to protect him.
So stubborn, they became for like 3 days, 4 days. Then
That's crazy. Yo, Asake used to go out for 3 to 4 days and they don't even know where he's at, bro.
tó tún ara ẹ̀ kọ́ òṣèré bàbá tó bí mi ó burú ju èmi lọ bàjẹ́ so mi kì í lè wojú ẹ̀ á close nígbà tí mo wà kékeré but ó tó time kan mo wá fẹ́ kúrò nílé lọ ṣe nǹkan tí mò ń ṣe yìí àmọ́ àwọn sọ pé rárá mo kàn mí fèé tèmi ni mo kàn fà á.
I mean, not gonna lie, bro, that's the only way to do it, bro. Like, Ashake's dad didn't want him to go. Ashake's dad didn't want him to leave, but he still left either ways. I ain't gonna lie, at some point in life, that's what you need, bro. The issue with the African household is that culturally, bro, it's not even worth the fight, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, African parents have a level of hold on you that they need for their understanding and their survival of life that, like, at some point, you even think you can reason with African parents. You even think you can, like, I don't know, bro. You think you can fucking talk your way out? Nah, bro. With African parents, bro, it's best to just, like, either have it your way and leave them with their way. You understand? Because if not, it's just not gonna work out. It's not until they see it. It's not until they see it, or even when sometimes they see it, still they don't want it to accept. But whatever, bro. You just gotta do you, because when you have someone, it's a very interesting thing to experience, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, because the peace you find after just choosing your own way is a kind of peace that I didn't even know human beings were allowed to have, bro.
My name is Toki. I go by Toki Enifooshe. My full name is Oluwatoki. I call myself a businessman, honestly. I work with Asake. Oh, let me tell you something funny. The first day I met him, after we left the club, boom, I'm like, yo, I gotta go home to my girlfriend. At the time, I had a girlfriend. I have to go home to my girlfriend and say, oh, you're a great guy. And I didn't get it. But in the song, he said something about going back home to your girl. It literally goes, I will see you guys Sunday morning, you know. I got to go be with my baby. And I was like, nah, this guy is deep. And then it was funny because we were leaving the club and I was driving home. So, you know, the song is like, Tibamo, Timo, my Delio. He's just real deep with it, and it's so intentional because I believe you can see my lifestyle. Oh, what's up?
Ọlọ́run fún èmi náà lẹ́bùn naturally o, but ìwé ló gbé jáde. Mo ti ń ṣe kó tó di pé mo lọ school, mo kàn nídìí ìmọ̀ sí mi.
So she actually more in school. Over the years, I've seen fans interact with celebrities. I've seen fans go crazy over artists, but what I experienced on this day felt so different. It was pure, it was undiluted, it was joy. The students were beaming with pride and joy, but most importantly, there was hope in their eyes, almost like they needed this moment just as much as Asake needed it.
This wasn't even really an interview, was it? No, they never said it was an interview. She actually never said it was an interview. She said, I met Asake, he's very stubborn. I only saw interview clips. But anyways.
When I think of the artist that I know he can be, he will be somebody that is remembered forever. And I think we've already done that. I know that there's so much greatness that he is capable of. And I will bet on myself as well, too. If he tells me anything that he wants to do, from write a movie, be in a movie, commercials, brand deals, perform on the moon, we're gonna perform on the moon.
I'm dead. Ambition, a strong desire to achieve something meaningful. Ambition, something bigger than your current situation.
Màá fẹ́ gbọ́mọ mi níyànjú pé òkè àgbà tó gbé mi rè yìí ò ọ̀pá yára mi. Kí ká ṣàkẹ́kọ̀ọ́ tẹ̀ jẹ́jẹ́.
That Asake should tread softly.
Lẹ́yìn ọ̀.
The ground is slippery.
Kíkú má pàyà mi, The love is not camera love. It's not the love that the world has to like see how much we care about each other. It's the love between ourselves and what we believed in.
Mr. Yo, what's up with Nigerians and putting their names in swimming pool, bro? Like, come on. Swimming pool, most of these niggas don't even know how to swim, bro. Anyways, yo, that was Asake's interview. Yo, shout out Mr. Money, bro. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Asake's been a huge inspiration musically, spiritually. Spiritually. That nigga know they pray. That was Asake's stubborn head. Everybody knows Asake is stubborn, bro. You can see it. I didn't know Asake was stubborn until he shaved his whole head, and then I saw the shape of his head. Like, it's very strong, very strong, very knockable head. You understand what I'm saying? But again, very strong. Anyways, I'm a beat one.